Hello and welcome everybody. Today I want to share a project with you. I'm creating a piece of table decoration for our wedding, and I'm working on a piece of wood here. This is a piece from the trunk of a tree, and we have lots of those wooden pieces for our table decoration on our wedding day. Yes, so I thought it would be fun to just paint a whimsical portrait on one of those pieces. Just a whimsical whimsy fight, what is it called? Whimsy fight. Whimsical version of Thomas and me. And just for fun, because I just wanted to check out how it works to kind of paint on this piece of wood, because the surface is quite rough, but it actually works pretty good. I was really surprised. So I started with the first base layer of some base coat. I'm not using gesso here because I knew I wanted to work with some water soluble media, so I added a white base coat of some aqua media here, which is by Schminke. I know there are other brands available. It is actually a base coat very similar to gesso, but it kind of creates a surface that really takes water soluble media, watercolor, very well. Once this first layer was dry, I started to sketch out the two cute little characters here, a girl and a boy, a bride and a groom. Sketched them out with some pencil here, made some changes as I went, and then I started to color them in with, again, water-soluble media. And I'm working with Nude Color 2 water-soluble crayons here. I'm working with normal watercolors. I'm working with Ecoline liquid watercolors, and in addition I'm also working with the Zig Clean Color real brush pens here. And yeah, as always with watercolor, I'm starting with the lightest color and then I'm going darker, and I'm blending in some of the colors with some white gesso, just because it gives you a really very soft, very pastel-y look. And this is a look that I really love and the look that I wanted to go for, because for our wedding we're going for a little bit of a vintage look and a vintage, very muted pastel-y color scheme. So I thought it would be like a very good match. So not like super bright funky colors, but rather some vintage vintage like muted colors. Yeah, and as you can see, I just keep on layering the different colors. I keep on adding some colors for shading, and I also keep on like redefining the shape of the face, especially with the boy here, because if you know me, if you know my work, you know that I usually only draw and paint girls. I don't know why, but I had quite a hard time kind of getting that face into a shape, into a more like masculine shape, because it still looked quite feminine to me. So I kind of went a little wider at the bottom part of the face, which kind of made it a little better. Yeah, as you can see, I just kind of worked my way through it and worked my way from a very feminine look towards a more masculine, a more male looking character here. Yeah, I had a hard time, but it was just so much fun to try something different, and I'm really happy with the result in the end. Yeah, and with the watercolors, you can really see me just building up the different layers, building up the shadows, and then adding some highlights, yeah, as my usual process with watercolors includes. And again, for the shadows, I'm using lots of purple and brown and some blue. Again, I don't really use black for the shadows, because it's very harsh, and because I know that in the end I will use a little bit of black pen for some outlining, for some whimsical doodly outlining, so I don't want to go too dark with the basic shading here. And for me, the purple and the blue is kind of always a good choice. It's a good mix between adding shadows. The shadows are there, but you're not going like too dark and too bold with the shadow areas. Yeah, and once I was happy with the watercolor look, I went in with my black pen. This is a black Uniball eye pen, and this works pretty well, especially on the wood, on the rough wood surface, because it has a metal tip, which kind of works magic on any type of surface, even on a very rough wood surface. Of course, it is a little difficult to really do some detailed line work on this rough wood surface. But it kind of works. It was kind of key to really use very, very short like lines, short, sketchy, loose lines, because you actually can't really like do a very straight line on this rough wood. But very small, sketchy lines kind of work really well, and I kind of like the result. I wasn't even sure if I would do some outlining on this wood piece, but yeah, I just gave it a try, and I liked how it worked, and I liked the look, so I went for my my signature outlining here, because otherwise it just wouldn't have been me, or not as much me as it is with with the outlining. So I just went with it, and really it was actually totally fun, because the wood kind of totally takes the media, the watercolor, and also the pen completely different than paper does. And it's a little bit of a learning curve, but it is so much fun, and I definitely want to try some other projects on those pieces of wood, because we have so many. We chopped down 2 large trees in my mom's garden, because they were too old and they were not like having any fruits anymore, and they were just like almost dead. So we chopped them down, and so we have so much wood now. After the wedding, after we used most of it or a lot of it for our wedding decoration, I definitely want to use I definitely want to use a couple more pieces to create some more art on it. Yeah, and then I kind of realized that the girl, which is supposed to be a whimsical version of me, that I kind of missed the hair decoration. Well, actually, when I started, I wasn't even sure about my hair decoration. But as I went on with this piece, this took like 4 or 5 days, and as the wedding planning kind of moved on, I found a really pretty piece of, what is it called? Like a hair piece with some really pretty flowers. So I'm gonna have some flowers in my hair, and that's why I kind of had to add a little bit of white gesso here to add some flowers to her hair, to at least keep like the basics kind of a little similar to the way I will look on my wedding day. Yeah, and some paint splatters to finish the whole thing off. With the paint splatters, again, I repeated the colors that I used in the piece. Some pink and some brown here. And some white, of course. And then I have this cute little sticker, which I made. It's with scanned watercolor images. And then I kind of arranged it on the computer and printed it out on sticker paper and cut it out with my Silhouette Cameo, and I used those watercolor images for our wedding invitations, and they will be like here and there in our wedding decoration. We have a little glass of jam for as a guest present with those decorations on. So it's kind of like a red thread that kind of is going through all of the wedding paper stuff and decoration stuff. And so I decided that that I will just add a couple of those watercolor images to the piece as well to finish it off. And yeah, this will go on our place on the wedding table as sort of our like what is it called? Place name sign, place sign, I guess. And all the wedding guests, they will have like tiny pieces of wood, also from branches of the tree, with their names like burned in with a burning tool. So it's gonna be like, this wood is also like a red thread kind of going through all of our wedding day and the decoration. So I kind of want it all a little matchy, and I'm still not finished with all the planning and all the stuff, but yeah, just first steps, and we still have like 10 weeks, hey. So I better hurry. So I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope you like the result, and even though it was like super fast forward, I hope it could like inspire you, or you could learn something, and just maybe give it a try to work on wood, because in the end wood is like the better alternative to paper, because if we chop down the trees to make paper out of it, why not like paint directly on wood, right? Because actually it is so much fun. And again, I will definitely create a little more on wood. I'm pretty sure about that. So hope you enjoyed it, hope you liked it, guys, and talk to you all soon. Bye.